Hello everyone, Omnify here, and welcome to another video. I wanted to come on here and say I rewatched the first season of Avatar: The Last Airbender live action on Netflix because they on the 25th of June they have season 2, The Earth Book, is about to be out. So I saw it again because I saw it as it first came out in early 2024. So it had been over 2 years, and I wanted to share a little bit of my thoughts um, on the first season of the show. I thought overall, as a adaptation to live action, it was pretty good overall. I thought they had strong points in the visuals. Like, I know a lot of it is CGI and all that, but the visuals and the ships and the bending and all that, it was on point. It looked amazing. I liked how it's cause hold on. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. But also, I liked how it's because in the live action, it's only 8 episodes as opposed to 20 episodes, right? How they had it in the original show. They aren't able to go to like every island or every town, every village, but they do a good job con- in condensing the, the the story to where, like, okay, if they're at like Kyoshi Island, however, an other part or like a other, like, I believe, like, okay, actually a good example is Omashu Island, or I mean it's not an island, but it's the city, right? Like Omashu, but Huru, who's the Earthbender who they meet in in the sixth episode of the original TV show, he now is in Omashu, and and they had the character of the mechanic as well in Omashu already, and his son who has a disability, who is confined to a wheelchair and is able to airbend. So they they had done a good job in tying other characters of other episodes all into one. But I did feel they could you they could do a better job in the storytelling, because I felt like Aang, right? Like, he at the end of the day, he is just a kid, and he learns to grow and to become into the Avatar and accept, like, okay, like, even though he's a 12-year old, he's a kid, actually 112 years old because of the iceberg, right? But he has to save the world and all that, right? And we learn about of the world and the universe of Avatar over time in the scenes and all that. But I felt like a lot of it is just explained. Like, Aang explains everything about Omashu, like, oh, Omashu is a city like this and the food and that, or he says, I'm the Avatar, I gotta do this and I have to do that. Like, I mean, in the show, like, he would say that he's the Avatar. However, he didn't like explain like everything, how he felt, how like his mindset and all that. Like I I feel like over here in the live action, like as opposed to us, the audience are seeing how he feels and understanding how he feels through the storytelling. It's more like he's just explaining how he feels. Him and Katara, Sokka, the whole gang. The last thing I want to speak about of the first season is the casting. Um, I I I thought the casting is actually on point. The only one I was not uh too keen on is Azula. I think the actress who's playing Azula, I think they could have. It's because Azula in the TV show is very how you say, I don't know, but in terms of the look, I think the character of Azula could uh they could have chosen a character who seems a little more intimidating in their appearance. Okay, like a little more of like I felt like who they had chose for Azula in terms of the look isn't so like it like intimidating, like the aura about the appearance. So yeah, on that one, and I thought who they chose as the Fire Lord was also good, but it is a little bit of a of a drawback, a little bit like how he's on screen so much, because a strong quality about the original TV show is the Fire Lord. He is built up to be like also powerful, but he was always off screen. Like we at times would hear his voice in the first season, I guess. However, his face or his image, it was never like on screen, you know. So it built up the hype, like he's the Fire Lord, he's the Fire Lord. But here, it's like he's the ruler and the leader of the Fire Nation, but it's not so ominous and a build up. However, I guess it's okay because we already have seen the original TV show of Avatar, so I guess uh, it it does make sense to go into a little bit of the backstory and see like other scenes of the Fire Nation and all that, and how everything is happening over there. So yeah, I guess it does make sense to go in, uh, into that aspect of the story and characters. But overall, it was a good adaptation, and again, they have season two around the corner, and I look forward to it. I look forward to it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.